Hello guys, I just want to show you all what I made. And this is a stopwatch. It works like this. If I type 3 and press enter, it will starts. And if I type 6 enter, it will resets, but it should have been stopped, but it won't stop because of malfunctions in the code. But I'm trying to make a simple application where I press minimum buttons to enable this stopwatch working fine. Essentially, I want the stopwatch to do functions. Two functions. One of them is start the time when I want it, and stop the time when I want that, with the minimum moments. Okay, it does not work perfectly. I know I'm just learning now, but yeah, I thought it'd be helpful. So I let me take you show how this is made. Hello guys, I want to share you how I made this timer where I in a press of minimum buttons I can operate them without me having to move the mouse at all. So for that you have to first open a VBA Excel IDE. For that you go to files, and in files you will find options below. In options you go to custom ribbons and you press this, your developer tab would be unticked, you have to tick it and you press OK. From there you'll be taken to developer, and in that you go to a VBA. In that VBA I'm going to first insert a module. In this module I'm going to write 3 to 4 functions, such as start timer, reset timer, stop timer, and next moment. Okay, let me do it now. What I did is, in this function is that I called application. One of the method is on time. In that on time I've given now as a parameter, plus time value, time value 1 second. This next moment function would be called. What I did here is I've taken a value, like I'm going to give a value for a cell. Before I do this, I have to make sure my first cell of the sheet is formatable. Let me show you what I mean. I want to custom this from general to hours, minutes, and seconds. That's what I'm going to write down. Yes. What this do to my cell is it will convert the format to time format. Now I can go back to share this. Next moment will update the time. Its function is to update the time and go back to start timer. This should show you what I mean. Look, if I start this function, yeah, the timer is running. Oh, let me just do a good job about it. Okay, as you can see, the timer is running. Now I want to find a way to stop this. Okay, so for that I'm going to write a stop function. This stop function essentially bring a stop to a timer. Let me show you what I mean. Now the timer is on again, it's running. If I go here and I turn this on, yeah, it got stopped. If you see what happens next, if I again stop here, error would appear because it's already off. The time is already off. To mitigate this situation, I'm going to write on error. This would do the job. Now I want my timer to be reset, so I'm going to write a reset function calling the stopper time itself. This would reset the time. You see? So now in all the other tutorials I watched on YouTube, they did not talk about how we can turn on and off them with the keyboard. So I'm gonna tell you how we can do that here. So now you go to sheets. In the sheets, you'll click down, go for worksheet, and worksheet you'll click down for change and take this off. In here, you're going to write. If guys, it's important that you save your workbook because it won't it will not run the macro if it's not saved in macro mode. So we did that. Now let's see what happens if I press 3. Okay, If I press 3, it should be start running now. And now the crazy thing is, if I just delete this and delete again, delete again, delete again. If I press 9, 6, it goes to a halt. If I press 3, it starts again. If I press 6, it goes to a halt. If I press 3, it runs. If I press 9, it stops. Or sometimes it won't, you have to press 9 again. It won't do again. You press again, or you press 6. This is not perfect code, but yeah. So to avoid this type of error when I'm trying to delete the numbers I write, I'm going to insert this function on error run next. Or this will essentially do the trick. What I do is, and I like to highlight 3 cells, and I press 3, and it should be running. And if I want to like reset it, I don't even have to press 6 and enter. Although it sometimes won't work, it works. If you press it again, it works. But if you want, if you're running, you try to run this, and if you want to reset it, just press delete. It's set to reset. That's the magic behind it. I don't know how it works, but yeah. Just thank you for listening, and I'm going to upload every day about VBA on this channel. Stay tuned.